All right, everybody, give yourself a round of applause and welcome to Friday night of the Las Vegas 420 Cannabis Comedy Festival. My name is Richard Chassler. We are Rampantly, and you are here with us tonight. So please give yourselves a round of applause for coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Just before we start, I just want to make a couple of quick pieces of information I want to give you really quickly. There's 3 amazing shows going on tonight, including this one that you guys are on. After this one is Rich Chassler's Friday Night Comedy, Rich Chassler's Comedy Bible Friday Night Spectacular, featuring 4 major A-list headliners plus 2 up-and-comers. That's got Kira Sultanovich and Wendy Liebman and Alonzo Bowden and Rick Overton on there. It's right there up there for you. Also, there's going to be, after that is the Red Mic, which is coming up. The Red Mic will be following that here in the main room. And then there are a whole bunch of breakout rooms coming up. The Right 10, which is a show put on by Hot Breath. It's a workshop that you guys can drop into if you want to see that. There is Bronco Brad's Dang there you go. There's Bronco Brad's Dang Tootin' Good Time show. Anyway, without further ado, find yourself a way around the festival. And without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Roxy Marari here and give a round of applause to her and her co-host, Carrie Cooltrip. They're going to take it away from here.
Everybody, welcome to the Big D virtual comedy show brought to you by Rampantly.la. Rampantly.la has been a major comedy tool for so many comedians across the country and the world for the last year, and we've been so grateful to have them, and it's wonderful to be hosting a show for them on this 420 Las Vegas Comedy Festival. How cool is that? This didn't exist a year ago. It's existing right now. So on behalf of myself and my co-host, Carrie Cooltrip, welcome to the show. All right, we're going to bring up your first comedian right now, who I think is going to delight us with a little bit of song, and I'll get to tell some jokes in a bit. But for right now, please welcome to the stage, Johnny.
Yeah. Woo.
Michael.
My man has jaundice, and now he has penis spots. With a pink pustule, a blister, and his swelling balls dropped. A penis can be big, although it can also be crusty, yellow, and gold. If you have jaundice, please check your penis for spots. Ooh, cock, 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 cock. Ooh, cock, 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 cock. They took all the D's, put him in a D museum. And they charged the people to log in the grinder to see him. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paid paradise and posted a big fat cock. Ooh, cock, 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 cock. Ooh, cock, 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 cock. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away that DDT now. Give me spots on my testes, but leave me the shaft of my D, so I can pee. DDT is an actual cause of jaundice. I looked it up for this song. If you spray pesticides, please check your penis for spots. Ooh, cock, 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 cock. Ooh, cock, 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 cock. Late last night, we got in bed and slammed. And a big yellow pee-pee fell off of my old man. You know the words. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paid paradise and posted a big fat cock. Ooh, cock, 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 cock. Ooh, cock, cock, cock. I said jaundice symptoms may differ from descriptions provided here in this song. Ask your physician to check your penis for spots. Ooh, cock, 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 cock. If you are uninsured, you could go to urgent care. Cost. If you have jaundice,
Please check your penis for spots.
ha 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 ha.
Ha ha. Thank you, Johnny Mitchell. What a fun song that was. So in case you haven't figured it out yet, the Big D might possibly could stand for dick. We don't know. It could be a lot of things, but clearly dick is one of the things it can stand for. Well, thank you so much for that delightful song and for setting the tone. You know, I don't know. Listen, I don't know a lot about penises, but I can tell you a couple things right now. And I'll tell you this. Right now, Joe Biden said that he was going to be pulling troops out of Afghanistan. I just hope he's better at pulling out than my ex was. What I'm trying to tell you is I have a daughter.
Oh my God.
People say to me, Roxy, do you like big D's or little D's? You look like somebody who really likes big D's. And I always say the same thing. Listen, a small penis is 100,000 times better than no penis. Okay. As long as there's a penis involved. What I don't really care for, what's important is not the size. What's important is hard. Okay. Hard. It has to be hard, because if it's not, then they just sit there and it's like they're punching your penis, trying to get it in, trying to get that soft thing in. Don't sock your woman's vagina. Get hard first. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Look, I've had to do porn watching by myself during this pandemic. A lot of people talk about how much porn they've watched in pandemic, and I don't have a boyfriend right now or a girlfriend. So sometimes I have to try those porn moves by myself, you know, like yesterday I had to come on my own face. Tonight, when I'm trying to go to sleep, I might choke myself out just a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. You know, it's okay. It's okay. My friends are like, you know, Roxy, you know, you're such a MILF. You know, I don't know if I'm a MILF. I don't know if I'm like a mom you'd like to finger or whatever. I think I'm just more of an MTWTF, just like a mom that wants to fuck. On paper, that joke just says MILF and there's an arrow and it says MTWTF. And my kid asked me the other day, hey, Mom, what's that joke? And I said, I can't tell you. And she said, why not? I said, because it's dirty. And she said, just tell me what it means. And I said, it just means, man, I like friends. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Uh-huh.
I'm an 80s baby. I have a lot of earring holes, you guys. And the other day I put some earrings in and they fell right out. They're too stretched out. And I got very sad. I was like, out of all the holes in my body, I didn't think I'd be retiring these ones first. All right, you guys. My friends are like, Roxy, they're bitching at me because I say, you know, I'm a single mom, and so I got to do all the work. And I'm like, I don't want to do this man's work. And my friend said, well, what's man's work? I said, man's work is anything I'd rather suck a dick to get done than do myself. Obviously. All right, you guys, we're going to keep the show rolling. We have such a good lineup for you tonight. Coming first to the stage, she has been performing all over the Rampantly mic. She's been on my mic a few times. Please welcome right now, Sharita.
Hey, Sharita.
I don't know why I'm clapping like a seal. I'm just happy to be here. I know. That's probably why I'm divorced, because I'm just breaking shit. How y'all doing, Rampantly? We are doing a 420 fast. Yes. I can't smoke a bowl. I can't smoke a dick. I don't know what I can smoke. You know. Hey, we here though. Weed is my favorite thing. That's what I enjoy about Canada's festival. Because when I get high, I'm looking for dick. Am I the only one? Yes. So guys are like, why you always talk about dick? I'm like, because I'm not lesbian. Yeah. I don't talk about pussy. Right? So like being divorced, I've been divorced since 2012. Oh my gosh, guys, that's a long time. And I'm enjoying it because now I have graduated to cougar status. Right? Cougar status. So I'm supposed to date guys in their like 30s, like maybe 29-ish. Like if it's like 29 and a quarter and it's your birthday, like yeah, maybe. And guys are always like, oh my gosh, what do you like in a guy on your dating profile? Dick. I'm not gonna put long walks on the beach. I'm not gonna put I want to look at the stars. I don't care about your constellation. Okay, if you're a Gemini or a Virgo, who cares? Do you have what it takes to make me happy? And the worst question to be asked as a cougar is, So, do I gotta warm you up? Bitch, I'm a cougar, not a Buick. Come on. Simple, right? Keep it simple. You ain't gotta do all that extra stuff. But fellas, I will let you know, on a good day, I can get you that 4 for 4 at Wendy's. Live it up. Live it up. I would say McDonald's, but I gotta watch my figure because when you get older, all the gray hair starts popping up, and like the weight, the gray hairs. You're just like, ooh, maybe I should dye it. And I thought about it. If I dye my gray hairs, gray hairs represents wisdom and power and intelligence, right? So if I dye it, all my grays are gonna go away. So I thought about it. I'm gonna keep my gray hairs. You know why? Because that means I have a powerful, intelligent, knowledgeable pussy. So when I put it on you, you're gonna get all this glory. I'm not gonna dye my gray hairs. I'm gonna keep it. And think about it. When I'm sitting on his face and I'm riding on him, and I sing my favorite song, "This is good pussy." Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I don't know. Right? Think about it. Think about it. So I'm not gonna dye my gray hairs. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna grow gracefully, all of it. And if he gets smothered to death because my foop is in the way, whoops. Because I'm not going on a diet. I'm not. I thought about it. I gained all this COVID pounds, all this COVID weight. I'm keeping it. I'm gonna look good for the summer. Because think about it. Everybody's trying to start working out. And they're like, oh my gosh, COVID. We got to go back to the gym. Not me. All this weight right here on your face. I got to make up for all the divorce time. Divorce is 2012. And it's 2021. The numbers are backwards. Like my weight. I'm not a spring chicken anymore, guys. That's what I'm crying out for help. So if you know anybody, have them call me. But the most embarrassing online hookup was when I was on Zoom and I'm like, the teacher's taking roll call. And I was like, hey, teacher, how you doing? He was like, I'm good, Miss Gonzalez. How are you? I said, I'm excellent. Now that I'm talking to you. And he was like, ma'am, this is your child's science class. Okay, I can teach you some biology. He was like, you can't flirt with me here. And I was like, why? Are the other moms looking to date you too? Like, is this a competition? What are we doing here? So I got kicked out of the science class. Yeah, there's no dating in online Zoom in school. So these guys need to lighten up. But yes, I'm so excited to be here. It's been like a blast and the world is open up. Because have you tried the booty call method during COVID? Remember booty calls? 2:00 in the morning. Hey girl, what you doing? Booty call at 5:00 in the afternoon is not the same. It's not. The sun's up, the kids are up. You can't sneak a guy in the living room when the kids are walking around. How do you do that? So I came up with an idea. I was like, well, let's meet at Walmart. But then, ladies, do you want to get caught with your ass up at Walmart or Target? But a little secret, Walmart cameras don't work. But Target, you get some nice shit afterwards, right? At that parking lot bang. So I'm just so glad that I don't have to do booty calls at 5:00 in the afternoon anymore. Got the kids yelling at me, when's dinner? I'm like, hold on. So yes, totally against booty calls at 5 in the afternoon. So the 2:00 in the morning ringtone, I'm on it. I missed it. But yeah. And then most people ask me like, okay, so you've been divorced. Do you ever think you get married again? And I was like, oh, half? I don't know. I'm looking at guys' 401k plans. If I can't have that, it's not going to work. And I definitely don't want them coming after my sugar mama money, okay? I'm not splitting with anybody. So I'm going to just keep it moving. Oh, and guess what, guys? Think about it. The best date to have is when you go out and she shows up with her other kids. Don't ask her, what are they doing here? Because guess what? Kids eat free, right? And at the end of the night, if you play your cards right, you get everybody dessert, we'll all call you daddy. So yes, I'm enjoying my time here. Thank you, Rapidly, for having me. You guys have been amazing. Yo.
Yes, keep
Hey,
it
shout out to Rita.
going. Yes, keep it going for Sharita, everybody. Sharita. Yeah. Woo, somebody's got some music going. Where's my co-host? Where's my co-host, Carrie? What you doing,
No, we
Carrie?
right
Where are
here.
you, Carrie? Are you in Texas? Are you walking around right now?
Yeah, I'm chilling poolside right now in Texas right now. Man,
Poolside?
shout out. Shout out.
Dang,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
living
not.
a life. All right,
I'm
all
really
right.
not. It looked like that.
As you know, fake it till you make it. That's what I always say. Okay, you guys,
Right.
let's bring up our very next comic who is coming to us from Greece at this moment, if you can believe that. Please welcome Stavros Patras.
Hello. Just because you mentioned about dicks and penises, I just want to say something about a friend of mine who is who is deaf. And one day I just found out that he has become a very, very good gynecologist, you know?
Oh, cool.
So I went to him, I wrote to him on a paper and I asked him, how is that and you became such a good doctor? He told me, it's easiest job. I just read lips. Oh, really? So 1 week ago, I went to park, you know, due to COVID, no bars, no such things. And I went to a girl. She looked at me, I looked at her, and I asked her, how good are you at algebra? She told me that she's very good. Okay, then, could you replace my ex without asking why? I got her. But later, a friend of her came to my side. She wanted to bum on me, and I said, are you kind of related to any tree? She told me, tree? What do you mean? Because when I say you, all I think about is leave. She left. And also, I want to comment one more thing. You know, when you have sex with 3 people, it's called threesome. When you have with 4 people, it's called foursome. So I can imagine why all my friends call me handsome. Also, there are lots of kinds of pain. I mean, stomach pain, head pain, back pain, tooth pain. But there's one pain that you all love. It's champagne. So that's it for me. Thank you for having me here. I'm so glad. And let's go to the next one.
All right. Keep it going for Stavros Patras. Thank you for stopping by the
Thank
show. Yes. Great to see you. Great to hear from you. Okay. Thank you so much. And I guess we'll keep moving on right here with your very next comic coming to the stage. Little mysterious one. Wouldn't tell me where she's coming to us from, but we're going to bring her up right now. She's very funny. She performs all over the place. I see her on lots of shows. Always a delight. Please, right now, give it up for Simona C.
Yeah.
Woo! Hi, hello guys. Oh, what's happening? I hear something weird. It's not from me. Do you hear the sound?
Yes, yeah.
I'm looking for it.
It's my alien. I do have a gecko here, but he's quiet.
Doesn't
Yeah,
sound like a gecko.
great,
Yeah.
great.
It sounds better now.
Better. Guys, I'm in Spain. It's almost 2 a.m. And sometimes I do shows at 2, 3, 4 a.m. And when I tell people I have shows on Zoom at night, comedy is not what they think about. Yeah. And I don't like being. Alien is back. Dude, come on, be nice with me. I'm a nice person. Okay. Could we be friends? Okay.
Simone, it might be your connection, just to let you know.
My connection is quite good, usually.
Maybe if you get vaccinated, it's Bill Gates hearing you. I don't know, with the chip.
Maybe he has better stuff to do than hearing my jokes. I believe so, but I don't like aliens so much, especially when they heckle me. Not great, not great, guys, not great. And yeah, I don't like being spotlighted on Zoom mics as well, because okay. I don't like being spotlighted on Zoom because I don't want to see myself. I mean, I've been seeing myself for a long time. I really need to see other people and aliens, apparently. I'm like, I have to break up for myself, and it's not me, it's me. Yeah. Guys, yesterday I've been to. No, I don't. I do not have another device open. Try this. Nope. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, that's better.
I can still hear the sound. Oh my God. I have no idea what's going on. So guys, yesterday I've been to a really cool VIP only pool party. Yay! Yeah, that's what
Oh yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
that's what I call drinking wine by myself in the bathtub. A lot of memorable lines were born in there. I mean, you might be familiar with the famous "to drink or not to drink the whole bottle." I think you should skip me, and maybe I'll try to do something. I don't know.
I think I just fixed it.
You did. I love you. How
Try
did
it
you?
out. Maybe
Hey,
it didn't fix
Jolie.
it. Okay, press it
Yeah.
down.
Yes. Yes, Queen. Our queen.
Okay.
All right, we'll start your time over. And let me bring you up again. Hey, here she comes right now with no technical difficulties, coming to us from Spain. She's super funny. I've seen her a bunch of times. Please welcome Simona C.
Hey.
So guys, yesterday I've been to a really cool pool party, VIP only. That's what I call drinking wine by myself in the bathtub. A lot of memorable lines were born in there. I mean, you might be familiar with the famous "to drink or not to drink the whole bottle." Yeah, guys, I miss live shows because I don't know how to measure my success on Zoom. I mean, I know some comedians measure by the numbers of laughs per minute, but I like to measure by the numbers of stalkers. Creepy guys following you home, sending DMs in the name of their dick, and then getting mad when your vagina doesn't reply, you know, stupid vagina doesn't know how to type. Makes you wonder, I mean, what else has she lied about on her resume? You know, fluent in French? Fluent in French, seriously? And her weakness is being a perfectionist? Come on, that's crazy. And, there was this guy that used to stalk me. Oh, how I miss him now. I mean, one day I answered the door and he was standing there. I mean, true story. He was delivering my food order. And he was very happy to see me. I mean, he like gave me the tip and I was like, I was supposed to give you a tip. Weird. But I think my comedy is going well. I might have a stalker again. Don't get too excited. I'm not sure yet, but fingers crossed. Sure. It's only an online stalker, but hard times. I'll take what I can get. I mean, even stalkers prefer work from home. Guys, I'm originally from Romania. Romania is a country in Eastern Europe. We are the ones with Transylvania, vampires and stuff, only that we don't have any vampires or stuff. Yeah. So I was born in Romania in the 80s, like the best years of communism. Yay. Also known as the Hunger Games. Yeah. I bitch a lot about my people and country, but actually Romania is pretty great, you know, especially if you don't live there anymore. Now, I never had the feeling of national pride. For me, it was more, I gotta get out of here. And you know how people clap on planes in different parts of the world? Well, Romanians only clap when the plane arrives safely in a better country. So I'm not happy. I've never been, never will. I don't care for it. You know, happiness. What is it good for? And, yeah, and as any East European, I love America and Americans, and I love how you guys say, "Oh, I'm not very happy about that or the other." I love it, but I don't understand it. I mean, why? Why do you need to be very happy? You know, can't you be slightly content like the rest of us? And this obsession with being great and great again, I mean, I get it. It sounds good. I mean, I also tried to incorporate great in my name, you know, like Catherine the Great. But in all honesty, I'm more of a Simona the Tired. So, guys, instead of USA, the greatest country in the world, I mean, be honest, you know, be honest and say, USA, we are struggling. And that's how you become relatable. This is going great. Yeah. I like bombing on mics. I love it. That's why sometimes, yeah, it's great. That's why sometimes I tell jokes on subjects no one relates to, you know, like communism. That's a great subject for comedy. Yeah, but then I see other people complain about, I don't know, a dry cookie. And I get it. Dry cookies are the worst. I mean, I know. People are dying, but they're dying like out there in the world. My cookie is here and I hate it. It's ruining my day. That was my dirty joke. No, I am actually talking about a dry chocolate chip cookie that I don't have. But don't worry, my set is gonna get much more positive from now on. I had a near-death experience. Yay! I know some of you are like, don't tell us, don't give spoilers. I want to watch that later. Yeah, but I'm only gonna say this, like my life flashed before my eyes and it was really sad because I haven't done much. So it was more like a GIF. But maybe it makes you think. I mean, maybe if death is the real deal, you know, then I did not waste my life. I just kept the best stuff for the afterlife. I mean, that's long-term planning done right. I mean, I don't want to get there exhausted from all the living and overachieving I've done and like have no energy as a dead person. No way. I have a lot of plans for when I'll be dead, like traveling, you know, as a spirit, much cheaper. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spirit Airlines. So, guys, I'm Simona. You've been great, and follow me because I give great tips and tricks on how to have a successful afterlife.
Yeah.
Hey.
Keep your hands together. Keep them going for Simona C. That was funny. And Simona, thank you for being patient and just bearing with this technical stuff and making that great recovery. That is very commendable. Truly, you are clearly a professional, and we appreciate you being cool about it and bearing with us. So thanks a lot. That was really funny, and I'm glad you were able to do your whole set without the alien. But also, what is it about you that attracts aliens, huh? Gary, how you doing? How's my co-host feeling right now? What's happening on your corner here?
Dude, I'm feeling good. I don't know about y'all, but I like aliens. If so, I mean, if what's whole girl from Futurama named Leela, if she's an alien, I'm down. Sign me up. Down for that
Yeah,
all
3
day.
breasts to match the 3 eyes. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? All right, y'all. We're gonna keep it moving here. Should I go? You want to bring up Josh? Or you want me to do it?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and bring up the next comedian.
All right, cool. You know who it is?
All right, so now. Oh yeah, I do. So now
All right.
the next comedian is one of my new friends on Zoom. And in the late great words of Stuart Scott, the next comedian coming to stage is cooler than the other side of the pillow. And make some noise for my boy Josh Dreeben.
All right, thank you. It's great to be here on the Big D. I'm 47. I got that big prostate energy. Yeah. BPE. Get down with BPE. All the guys with ED. I'm not in that category for clarification. Just wanted to get that worked out. I actually love my age. It's a great age. I fully accepted that I'll never be cool enough to call people cats and get away with it. And I'll never be LL Cool J. The closest I can get is LL Bean. But it's all right. I'm happy with it. So earlier today, I got a text from a friend of mine. He's like, hey, man, I'm really sorry I can't make it to your show tonight, but I'm so happy you're following your dream. And I thought that was really nice. But look, I love comedy, but this isn't my dream. My dream is to sleep with the Bengals. Yeah. The band, not the football team. Like, if you're taking notes, it's a really, really important detail. Spelling counts. It's crazy. Getting back to normal. Things are reopening, starting to feel close to normal again. It's exciting, a little bit nerve-wracking too. Like, we're gonna have to redefine what's acceptable. Like, I was thinking about this today because I have plans in a couple weeks to see some friends. And when I see a friend and we hug, like, how long should that hug be? What's comfortable? What's acceptable? And I came up with a number that I think will work for everyone. 8 minutes. I think 8 minutes is perfect. Like, anything less than that shows that you don't care. Anything more than that, I think it starts to get a little bit awkward at that point. So I will report back to all of you on my 8-minute hug if anyone is still talking to me. Very excited for live music this summer. I miss going to concerts so much. I love live music. I think the best show I ever went to a couple years ago, I went to see the Dave Matthews Band. Incredible. I haven't slept like that in years. The show started, they went into this like 25-minute flute solo, out cold. I woke up during the final encore. My friends were laughing at me. One of them's like, dude, we weren't even sure if you were alive for a while. I'm like, oh, well, thank you for getting medical attention. That's so heartwarming to know that you thought to do that. And I wasn't even mad though. I really wasn't. I paid $30 for a 2.5 hour nap. I bought a ticket for the next show. It was incredible. And when they come back touring, I will be the first one to buy tickets again. I absolutely cannot wait because I desperately need another nap. Did you guys know if you play an Imagine Dragons song backwards, it still sucks? It's just backwards. Yeah. Got my first shot 2 weeks ago. Very exciting. And it was fine at first, but it quickly got very uncomfortable. Like the movie Showgirls. And the next day, I felt very ill. Also, like having just watched the movie Showgirls. Very exciting. I've been taking a Zoom karate class at the JCC. I'm now a 2nd degree Borscht belt. Very exciting news, though. Very exciting news. I got new shoes. Woo! Thank you. Well, you're not as excited about my new shoes as I would have hoped for, but that's okay. I got new shoes, old school Adidas. I love them. I made the terrible mistake of posting a picture on Instagram. My friends started texting me, asking me if I had joined Run DMC, which I have not. And that's not really accurate because I'm much more Run IBS. I need comfortable, supportive shoes that can get me to the bathroom very quickly, because that's what it's like when you're Run IBS. Very even more exciting news for this year, 2021. The Ford Bronco is back this year. The Ford Bronco is back. Now, I'm a huge 90s fan. If you were around and a fan of the 90s, you have to remember the Bronco in 1994. It was Court TV's Car of the Year. I checked the Ford website. It will be available in white, but the white Bronco is not going to have a glove box. Thought that was a very good decision by Ford. I mean, this joke usually kills. Twice, even. I think it's very important that we never forget that Vanilla Ice's real name is Robert Van Winkle. And if Robert Van Winkle can become a famous rap star, then we should never give up on our dreams. You guys have been great. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes, keep it going for Josh Dreben. That was Josh Dreben. Thanks for being here, Josh. Good to see you.
You too.
All right. Carrie, who we got next?
Man, you already know. So who we got next is one of my friends. She's more crispy than Frito-Lay. Man, make some noise for Lydia K. Yeah.
Crispy and crunchy. I had no idea I was on. Why were you all muting me? Was I making alien noises? Maybe not. Can you hear me?
A little alien, but we can hear you.
Is it? Why? I have no idea. I'm not responsible for it. You know what?
Do you have something plugged into your aux cable?
Sorry, what?
You might have something in your aux cable. Do you have like an aux plugged in that might be deteriorated?
I don't think so. That's what's weird. I mean, it wasn't a problem yesterday. I have no idea. Is it sounding crazy?
Yeah.
You know what? Then I'll just do it like, let me pull my microphone out.
Yes.
And while we're waiting, we could get like a C, G, and an E from Joni Mitchell. Little interstitial music. This is an exciting thing about live comedy.
Right? She sounded like the internet sounded like she sounded like a praying mantis.
The inside of a of a praying mantis.
Oh my God. That's why that technology, that's why I don't trust that technology like that. Hell no. Hell no.
Are you back, Lydia? Are you muted? Let's see. We're not hearing you. Got to choose the microphone.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, here she is, you guys, and she sounds fantastic. Please welcome again, Lydia K.
I was ripping and just brilliant. You missed it all, damn it. I dropped it all in my first 30 seconds. So you're gonna hear all the garbage now. You know what? Anyway, whatever. You could have witnessed greatness, but you know, whatever. Okay. Everybody else has a shitty microphone except for me. No, this is a relationship, Mike, because this is pretty much how my relationships go. In fact, this is like a dating kind of thing, right? This is about as fuzzy and crazy and dead-eyed. Yes, you know, people just tuning me out. Like, yeah, this is I'm ready to get back in the game after this. You know what I mean? This is like a real lubricating situation. I don't know. I'm going to spend my first minute kind of apologizing / getting you all to think that I am delightful, harmless, you know, potentially possible by the end of the weekend. Who knows? I don't know. You know what? None of this is. I should never talk about anything sexual. Forget it. Like if there is any sexual energy in this break room, it's gonna all come down because I will suck it all out. That's it. That's all I'll be sucking. I tell you what. You know what? I don't. Whatever. I am not sexual, and it's been like I mean, maybe at some points, whatever. Like I've had a few boyfriends over time. You know, nothing fancy. Nobody you take to the movies, but whatever. Frankly, it's been so long. Porn. I don't do porn or anything like that. Whatever. I definitely don't do porn. I don't even pay attention to porn. It's been so long since I paid attention to porn. So I can't even say it. It's pornograph, parmesan, pornazon, porn. That's a terrible combination. The last time I watched a porn, I didn't even watch it. I listened to it on a pornograph. That's how. And whatever. I'm a prude. I'm like what they call a prude, which is like an old word that should have been retired 100 years ago, which is when I stopped having sex, which was before I even started having sex. And you know what? My parents were good looking. This was a problem. I think this is what happened because I grew up in the 70s and 80s and my parents were good looking and there were hot pants and like tight, like camel toe with the gold medallions and shit swinging all over the place. I don't know. I think I just went the other way. I became the high priestess of the incel sisterhood. We'll talk about that later. But you know, like a friend of mine is like, she's like, you just don't like men. You're not gay. I'm like, no, I'm not gay. Well, then you just probably just don't like men. I'm like, I like men, but they make me want to throw up. You know what I mean? Like, not all of them, just the ones I'm attracted to. So I don't know. It's complicated. It's just complicated before it starts. Frankly, I'm just not that sexual, is what it is. Like I've been like, well, don't you ever get the urge? Don't you take care of yourself? I'm like, what do I I masturbate sometimes, but only because it makes my hand feel good. That's it. You know what I mean? Reason. I think porn is boring. I really do. That's why I porn. I do. It's more. I watch it all the time, but not because I like it. I just watch it for the refreshing lack of prescription ads. I think that's a real with that and the minimalism. I like that. Like you'll notice they never shoot a porn in a hoarder's house ever. You know what I mean? It's always clean, which is weird because I think that would be a great genre busting idea. You know what I mean? Like if you had a threesome in a place where you couldn't fit 3 people and they all had to like find each other and copulate. I don't know. I think it'd be a good idea. Clearly, I've never been in a threesome, which is, you know, it's been a choice, I guess. I'm going to call it a choice. Although sometimes I think that is the way for me to go. I think I should do a threesome because it would allow me to be even more anonymous during sex. The selling point, you know what I mean? I could just be in the corner like, fuck amongst yourselves. You know what I mean? Somebody just signed my pass at the end of it. I just want the cred for being in the building. We were talking about ethnicities earlier. Yeah, I'm like in my late 40s. I've never been married. I've never really lived with a guy. I'm a loner. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I'm a Gen X. We were the original latchkey kids. You know what I mean? They told us to go home, lock the door, and stay there. And we did. Like that's what we did. You know what I mean? So it's weird. So I don't think like if I do find a soulmate, he's not going to be in my generation. Like that's really unlikely. You know what I mean? Like, friend of mine's like, oh, your soulmate's out there. I'm like, no, he's not. If he's anything like me, man, he's in there somewhere, and we're never going to meet, which is fine. So I probably need to branch out to other generations, which is kind of weird, like millennials, I guess. But you know what? I'm never going to own my own home either. So like, that's just boomers. I don't really have those daddy issues. So that leaves the great generation. Which I don't know. Those are the guys that fought in World War II. You know what? It's a stretch, but I do have some World War II fetishes I might want to work out. Who knows? Like, yeah, Daddy, I'll help you fight the Battle of the Bulge. Why not? History reference. That's terrible. The cool thing is that, like, I'm Greek, which is not cool in and of itself, but we technically still have arranged marriage. A lot of you probably don't know this about the Greeks. We technically have arranged marriage still, but we're also an aging population. So that's pretty weird. Like if I wanted to, I could call on my family to hook me up and get me married, but I'd have to find an aunt that's like still alive and like who I'm talking to. I don't know how that would go. Like, it's like, auntie, like, your neighbor, does he have a son? Oh yeah. How old is he? 91? 91. Ooh, does he cook anything? Does he dance? Because, man, I'm going to need something if I'm going to give up my prize dowry of $80 and a ring light. I mean, not willing to give up those goods, man. Whatever. Sex is terrifying. I'm not interested. And like, you know what? I fell asleep for like a long time. And then now, no, it's fucking weird and scary and fetishy and strange. Like, people want you to pee on them and torture them. Oh, fuck that. You know what? I'm sorry. Like, I understand, okay? I understand you want to put the odd cigarette out on somebody's ass just to spice up a Wednesday. But, aside from that, it's like the peeing on somebody. I don't know. I'm a spiritual humanist. All right. I'll tell you what that means. Like, I believe that we're all one, right? So if I pee on you, I'm peeing on me, and in turn pissing on all of humanity. Do that. Like, I would rather just leave that up to politicians and corporations, tradition. Besides, I smoke a lot of weed. I'm always dehydrated, man. I mean, it's not going to be a nice scenario. I'm going to be like struggling to squeeze out like one like crystallizing amber drop that's going to land on somebody's shoulder. It's not cute. It's not fucking cute. I don't know. I'm sure that's a fetish somewhere. That's probably nice. Also, you know what? I was raised by mostly boomer women who are like total people pleasers. So I don't know. I just can't do, like, you know what? I was raised by a bunch of women who, like, it's like, okay, sure, my uncle diddled me, but at least he cared enough to do it. I should probably send him a card. Anyway, bad, huh? Thanks for letting me sit on your lap at the reunion. No, I could never be a dominatrix, is what I mean. I could never be a dominatrix. I could be an accommodatrix. Right? I'll whip you, but then I got to whip you up a nice meal just to make up for the welts. Hey, you're getting chicken McNuggets. You know what? On the floor. That's how it works. Seriously. But you know what? Just before I leave, Roxy was talking about choking herself out before bed, and I get it, but like, it's fucking weird. The whole choking thing to me is like gross. I don't know. It's like, why do Americans have to be so like violent? To get turned on? It's just fucking weird. Like, we're like totally like choking, but then like we're half-assed about it. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, fake choking. Ooh, wow, Big Daddy. Like, what's next? Whistling on Sunday? Give me a fucking break, dude. You know what I mean? Like, why don't you just, if you're gonna go there, like, why don't you just kill me and fuck my corpse, please? Seriously. Have a little decency. That way you don't swear it's just a fantasy, and I don't have to be like, By the way, ladies, if you don't like getting choked, you know what? Just do that. Go full on like cartoon with it. All right. Like, just right. If he likes it, keep her. It's all disgusting. All I have to say is, whatever happened to a little mood music and some Ginate? You know what I mean? All right, everybody. That's my time. Thanks so much. Sorry about the sound issue.
Yeah, keep those hands going together for Lydia K. Lydia K. Clearly a shy person. I feel you on that pee thing. For me, it's very easy to pee in a cup because I get pee tested all the time. But the minute a guy asked me to pee on him, it was like so hard. I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, you're either gonna have to scare me or like make me laugh really hard. But if you scare me, like don't scare the crap out of me because that's a different fetish and I draw the line there. Yeah. All right. What do we got? We got about 3 comics left for you right now. You guys, are you guys ready to keep this show rolling? Right. Bring up your next comedian. She is the goddess of comedy of ASY TV. I hope I got that right. Please welcome Carol Johnson.
Hello, everyone. So excited to be back on the Big D. You know, I have to share my exciting news. I finally got vaccinated. So happy. I have not been this happy to get a shot since my old STD scare. And I am a very hopeful, almost empty nester. I'm not married anymore, but I don't like to say that I'm divorced, the Big D. It just sounds too negative. I prefer to call myself free range. Or cage free. And you know, I should have known the marriage was not going to work out. I joined Ancestry and I found out that I come from a long line of women who have really horrible taste in men. It's true. My grandmother, 12 generations ago, banged Henry VIII. In 500 short years, my family went from screwing royalty to being royally screwed. And you know, I thought it was great when my husband started working out every day. Then he started dyeing his hair, bought a sports car, and traded me in for the newer model. Get ready to bumble. It's a midlife crisis smackdown. In this corner, weighing in at 50% less than he thinks he should have, and a gold pinky ring, unhappy hubby. And in this corner, with the other 50% and the sports car, newly released, Cougar Carol. Now, I'm just joking. I have no urge to become a cougar. You know, I know young men's hormones are raging and they only have their minds on one thing: playing Call of Duty. And you know, it's really tough getting divorced. You know, it's always a struggle for the objects that you had while you were married. You know, I had a lamp that I had made back in high school and he wanted it. It was probably worth $5, but you know, you add his attorney at $600 an hour because he always had to outdo me, and my attorney at like $400 an hour. By the time the divorce ended, that lamp is now worth about $10,000. The last time I saw him, I told him our vows were supposed to be until death do us part, and he didn't look dead. Yet, I really missed him by about an inch, but I'm practicing. And you know, it's just too easy to get married. It's 2 words, I do, until one day you don't. If I had read something like the Apple Terms and Agreements, I would probably had changed my mind about getting married in the first place. But no one warned you until it's too late. And it's like you're Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. You're running through these dark labyrinth when this rolling, huge ball of divorce paperwork and bills tries to bowl you over. And you know, it's Darth Vader does not get to marry Cinderella, but Beauty did get her beast, but only after he changed, which proves it's a fairy tale. And I blame Disney. It's like from Snow White to Mulan. All of us women have been waiting for our prince to come. And maybe, you know, 60 years, we've decided We don't need a prince, and men don't want to be a prince anymore. Even Kim Kardashian, as fabulous as she is, this was after her first marriage, said, "It just wasn't the fairy tale I'd so badly hoped for." And now she's going on to her fourth, I guess. And I just want to leave you with my public service announcement. If you don't have children yet, think very carefully before you have them, because once a parent, always a parent, and sometimes you might get full custody. And then they never leave. And I know after this long pandemic year, that is why some animals eat their young. Thank you guys. You've been great. I've been Carol.
Hey,
Them hands
shout out to
going
Carol.
together for Carol Johnson.
Hey,
Nice. Very nice. Well, I would let my co-host bring up the next comic, except for the fact that he is the next comic. This guy is so cool. This guy's so cool. People put him in their drinks when they want to be refreshed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's so cool. He could probably live with a polar bear and like not get eaten. Okay, put your hands together right now for Mr. Carrie Cool Trick.
hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, man, we out here, man. Like, I'm the pregame king. Y'all don't even know me. I ain't already had 2 cups of coffee. I didn't had tequila shots, and I ain't had a Plan B pill. I'm about to explode by this pool right now. So, this is my favorite beanie, right? So I went to 7-Eleven, right, to give me some Black and Milds. 7 black dudes squared me off. I started getting scared. They go, "Hey, what's up, blood? What's up, little blood? You down?" No, I am not down. I am not affiliated. I threw my hands up. This is the honorary you scared sign. I told him, I said, I'm not from here. I'm a Nebraska Cornhusker fan. This is what I told him. Like, that's another type of fear to lie like that. Because secondly, ain't no black people in Nebraska. And if they are there, they're all on a football team. I'm impressed that he thought I was a gang member. First of all, I'm 5'3" and 2/3. I think it's a height requirement to be a gang member. And secondly, my hands been the same size since 4th grade. I can't even bend my fingers to throw up gang signs. Shit is wild out here. So I just moved to Austin, Texas from Dallas, and Austin is wild to me. So I'm over the art and graffiti. The shit is all over the city. It's almost like they just let artists and a whole school of kindergartners with crayons and markers just paint the town. That's what the shit look like. Shit is weird out here. I don't know why they like AstroTurf so much. Everywhere you go is AstroTurf all over the place. I swear to God, I went to HEB and I could just break out a soccer game right there in front of the grocery store. I like the buses out here. They got the best bus system out here. You want to know why? Because they're all gigantic. Like, the buses out of here look like Winnebagos. Like, this is the most like custom fancy buses I've ever seen. They got nice plush cotton seats. They got Wi-Fi in there. They got screens in there. And they don't guilt shame you like Dallas. They put tent on the buses. So now you're in an RV, nobody even know you own there. See, Dallas, they put this shit regular windows so you can feel bad for riding a bus. Like, yeah, shit is wild out here. So I'm actually terrified of downtown. So I used to call myself sophisticatedly homeless, right? No, not compared to here. They really homeless out here. It's like a whole nother community. Like, they literally have tent communities. I swear to God, I was going under 35 and it was like 75 tents of people living there. It's like a whole nother country inside of Austin. Dallas is too selfish for that. They're not gonna have families living in tents like how they do out here. And the homeless people are way more scary. You wanna know why? Because they're dressed like me. They look like shadows of like former famous people that's now dangerous. That's what they look like. So pretty much the homeless people like ghosts now. They're ghosts. Like, they got on Air Force Ones and Jordans, but they might shank your ass if you say the wrong thing to them. And they're ungrateful. I remember I was walking and I had some leftovers. And I said, "Hey man, you hungry? I got some fries for you." He go, "Oh, no, thank you. I'm good. I just want the chicken." Excuse me? If I was in your situation, I would eat cat shit if somebody handed it to me. You can't tell me just the chicken. Oh man. Like so then it's kind of like full of like kind of like hippies too, right? And so I was going downtown, right? And I seen this white dude jogging downhill with his baby in the stroller, right? Now he was pushing the baby ahead of him while he was jogging to go catch the stroller. This is a bad way to tell the universe you don't want to be a dad. Like this is he's definitely not the dad of the year. And I remember that he was pushed the baby too far and the baby was going downhill faster than what he could catch. And the goddamn baby ran into a tree. This is why he doesn't deserve kids. I couldn't believe that nobody called anybody for him. I couldn't even find my phone. I was ready to call CPS on his ass. So now second bad dad of the year, I went to Target out here, right? And I went to the bathroom, got the baby changing station was down. And it was just a raw ass full baby there. And I said, hello. And then somebody yelled from the star, oh, that's my baby. He good. I'm just taking the shit. I'll be out in a few minutes. That's not how watching your child works. In case you didn't know, you wiener schnitzel. You can't just leave your baby out live like that. I swear to God, I wanted to take the baby and take it to like safety, but it'd be just my luck with me with this white baby. They think that the black dude stole the baby. That's why I didn't take it. I'm here in Target and shit trying to get some ramen noodles and shit because I'm fancy. I didn't want to get a damn case for trying to be Robin Hood and steal a baby. So I moved. Now, I moved from Dallas to Austin because the white privilege got too high for me in Dallas. It got way too high. So I was at a famous food truck, right? It's popular. It's a long line, right? And this white lady came from the back of the line, came to the front, skipped everybody, knocked on the window and said, excuse me, hey guys, I've been waiting in line for 17 minutes. Can I get some food? That's how lines work, Margaret. Is you not aware of this? You only know a Margaret would do some shit like that. I didn't like how she was dressed. First of all, she was dressed like a chic zookeeper. Now, you can't even dress yourself properly. How can you regulate some shit that you don't even own? I used to live with my grandparents, right? Let me get in the light. I used to live with my grandparents, right? And I was unemployed at the time. And all of a sudden I hear, it's 7:30 in the morning. I said, whoever's outside better be on fire, Richard Pryor style, because I'm pissed. I opens the door. It's dumbass white old Larry from across the street with his baggy ass pleated khakis and his plaid I'm a grandpa shirt and his Bucky's racetrack hat on. And he go, I noticed you have too many leaves in your yard. You need some help? This is fall. It's leaves everywhere in people's yard. You know how shit is sad out here. I'm about to get out there on this. I don't understand how like I don't understand how like I like white girls. I don't understand how white girls date a white guy that act like a black guy, right? That makes no sense to me. Because I'm like, Heidi, you know you can come to the hood and get a real Devontae, right? Anyway, thank you. That's my time tonight. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah. Keep it going for your host for the evening. That was Carrie Cool Trip, and you can find him walking around judging homeless people. Find him everywhere. He's on a lot of shows. Definitely follow him. Look, we're having such a good time, and I hate to break it to you, but we have just one performer left for you this evening. I know it's been so much fun, but look, if you're watching out there on Facebook, look, you got to know Rampantly hosts all kinds of shows all week long. Every day there are shows. It's not just, yes, they're doing this comedy festival, but Rampantly is an organization that helps comics, promotes comics, gives them all kinds of virtual space to practice. It's a huge thing, and it's growing and it's evolving. It's a very collaborative, wonderful place. Here's some of the different shows. So you can be involved in this. You just go to rampantly.la and join. And then you'll get to see all the shows that are available. There's different festivals. Last year, Rampantly hosted a 24-hour comedy festival. They did it again for Halloween. So there was the Comedy, and then there was the Halloween. So it's just a gigantic network of really like-minded individuals that are here to help each other, to write, to explore sides of comedy that they might not have thought about, to form connections. It's a wonderful, wonderful organization. So join. And know that, that's what your ticket money went for tonight, is to really help keep this thing going. And it's been invaluable to so many comics during pandemic. So we're grateful to the founders. We're grateful to Rampantly.la for and a lot of the people that you saw tonight on this show host shows on Rampantly and are there often. So please, just go to rampantly.la, get yourself signed up. There's writing workshops. You can learn about doing comedy, and you can meet people in different cities if you're going to be touring. So that's it. That's my promo. You can also catch me. I've got a show. It's called Comedy at the Wench. It's at wenchcomedy.com. And without further ado, I'm going to bring up your final comic for the evening. He's been doing this for a long time. He's a very funny man. He's appeared on national television, on the John Corden show. Please, right now, put your motherfucking hands together for Perry Kurtz.
Maybe he's not here.
I said
Perry Kurtz. Richard, do you want me to roast Perry for 5 minutes?
Oh my God! You gotta be fucking joking.
Bear. He gets the headliner slot. He's in touch all week about this show. Where you at, Bear?
What the hell happened to Perry?
Should we roast Perry? So we went to Perry's 70th birthday roast.